Hello, welcome back. I am Bekah Jo, aka the Makeup Tax Lady, and I have another Sydney Grace video for you today. Today, most of the video will be down facing my desk. I did a lot of swatches. I swatched my single eyeshadows, cream eyeshadows, lip products, blushes, and highlighters that I have that are currently available on the Sydney Grace website. I did my best to cross-reference. Of course, I have some items that are not available on Sydney Grace site, so I did my best to pull those out, but I apologize if one squeaked through. Some of those items have come from bundles or mystery boxes, or there's a day of Sydney Grace's Christmas in July sale. It's a gift with purchase, so they choose the shadows that you get, and I did that last year, and a lot of those shadows are not available separately on their website. So I just use those for my consumption, of course. To give you a little peek, these are the shadows that I have that are not available on Sydney Grace site. Of course, I love those shades, but if they're not available, it wouldn't make a lot of sense for me to show you the swatches if you're unable to get those exact same shades. So for 2023, the Christmas in July sale will be July 24th through August 1st. There's a different sale every day, and I'll link the Sydney Grace website where they list what the different sales will be for each day. I'll list that all down below so that you can click and jump right on over to their website. It's not an affiliated link. Within their Christmas in July sale this year, they are launching some new products. There are some new palettes coming out that we're starting to see sneak peeks of. They have announced new cream blushes, which we have one. There's two available right now. I have one. But they just announced that they'll also have cream highlighters and cream bronzers. So I'm very excited for those. If you have any specific shade comparison requests, I would be happy to put those shades next to each other to show you. It'll be a lot easier for me to put that out on Instagram. So if you let me know, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm the Makeup Tax Lady on Instagram also. I can definitely pull those together for you. Otherwise, I'll see what I can do on YouTube between now and the sale to give you those comparisons. There have been a handful of other YouTubers that have done some great swatch videos too. So I will link those videos down below. Please feel free to check those out as well. So today's video is focused on swatches. If you'd like to see my opinion of the different products from Sydney Grace, that was just a couple videos below. I'll link that in the description as well. I'd love for you to check that out. And if you have any more specific questions or, like I said, specific swatch requests, please let me know. Have fun. All right, let's get to swatching. Starting here in this row, we'll go across this way, and then we'll come to this row, across this way, and then we'll touch this one at the end. Here on my arm, you'll see that we have Flannel, Supernova, Deliverer, Mythical, Lost Love. The next row, we start with Collective, Siren, Shine Bright, Turtle Doves, Immortal, and Go For It, which is the one on the end here. On my hand, I have these three mattes. I have the shades Laughter, Predictable, and Brilliant Realm. And if this looks dry, it's just because it's on the back of my hand. It's not the shadow itself. Next, in these two rows, so starting in this row and then in this row, here, if I can get the angle right, here we have Levy, Tempest, Take the Time, World Traveler. In this row here, we start with Superstar, Pumpkin Spice Latte, Amber, and Ivy League, which is a matte. Now we're going to go through this BYOP that I put together last summer or fall, and I just can't decide to break it apart because I enjoy it so much. The shade that is missing here is one that is not available as a single, but it's a bright gold shade. So feel free to add in whatever shade you would in this BYOP. Starting here, going this way, and then this row, and then this row. Here are the swatches. We have Summer Magic, Hidden Treasure, Morning Star, Pumpkin Roll, Caramel, Queen of Hearts, Harvest, Mascot, Cortado, Touchdown, and Maple Sugar. Now looking at these 4 shades that were together in a bundle, starting on this way and then heading up to here. On this arm, we have Rose Petal, Beauty Queen. This one, the shade says Girls Night, the website says Girls Night Out. And this one is Chocolate Kiss. Now we'll be swatching in Mel's Memory Bundle, which is here. We will be starting in this column going up, and then this column, and so on. Here on my wrist, we have Peyton's Puppy, Honesty, Relax, Blushed, San Jose. In the next column, Moon Landing, Golden Rose, Rover, Green Mist, Cadet. Starting the third column, Honeydew, Keep It Fun, Green Mango, Beyond, Bravo. And the last column here around my elbow, we have Vanguard, Turtle Bay, Commission, Fairy Tale, and Aim High. It's doing real good with the swatch spacing, but still ran out here at the end. Now swatched out on my other arm are these 2 rows here. These shades have almost a duochrome to them, that they are a different base color than they are a shift on top. So while they're not technically a duochrome or a multichrome, these I grouped together as more shifty shades. In here are also some of Sydney Grace's more popular shades. Here they are on my arm. You can kind of see the different base from the shift on top. So starting over here, we have Dive, Peace, Maids a-Milking, Hot Stuff, Bronze to Perfection, just starting here in this row, Bronze to Perfection, The Greatest Gift, Winter Garden, Troops, and Tiara. Okay, the last 3 groupings we have here are what I have of Sydney Grace's multi-chromes. This little collection, which is the June, I believe, June 2023 bundle, part of the bundle. There were other pieces in the bundle, but these are the singles from that bundle. And then 3 more just staple matte shades that I have. Here are the swatches. We have Leapfrog, Take Me Away, Reverie, Poison Apple, Fearless, Snow Queen, Camel, Dark Chocolate. These are the Temptalia and Sydney Grace collab palettes, and a handful of the shades in these palettes are available as singles. So let me show you swatches of those. Here we have Earthbound, which is here in the palette. Exquisite Opulence, Gloss Over, Heart Dog, Jealousy's Descent, Magellan's Light, October Odyssey from the Light palette, Parallax from the Light palette, Phosphenes, Serious Starlight, Temptalia Dear Reader, The Milky Way, and last shade is Umbra. Loose pigments. Here we have Last Quest, Insomnia, Comforting Lights. Okay, now for blush and highlighter. I built up these swatches just a little bit. Yes, they're pigmented, but I wanted to build them up so that you could see just how pigmented they can be and to help kind of decipher some of the differences between each of the shades. So here are my swatches of the blushes. Starting over here, we have Mauve Delight, Secret, Time Stops. This is just a little bit pinkier. This is a little bit more cool toned. Thinking of You, Summer Love, Always and Forever. This one almost doesn't show up in a swatch, but it translates to a nice light rosy pink on my cheeks. Paris Skies, Tangled, Peaches and Cream, Daydream. So these three are similar, just differences in depth, and then this one has a little more pink, I would say, as opposed to these two are slightly more brown, more peach. Last swatch here is of the cream blush of theirs that I have at the moment, which is Rosebud. Moving on to highlighters. Over here we have Pink Mist, Down the Aisle, Heaven, Prism, and then their loose highlighters I have Candied Peach and Shooting Star. For lip products, I have Lip Topper in Alice, Lip Cream in Abby, Haley, Alyssa, and Leslie. Here is my collection of cream shadows. Here are our swatches on the first arm: Glowing Hearts, Destination Wedding, Birthday Cake, Sunset Glow, Camis, Black Hole, Warm Glow, Pier 39, Cool Breeze, The Queen, Awakening, Spiced Cider, Lake Days, Warm Weather, Suntan, Pink of Perfection. Moving on to this arm, we have My Bond, Master Plan, sorry those two overlapped just a little bit, Candlelight, Starry Night, The Scoop, Boardwalk, and then in their cream multi-chromes, I have Flamethrower, Dragonfly, and Alexandrite. Here are all of the cream shadow swatches. Hi there. Thank you for sticking it out through the video or watching whatever portions of it that you did. Happy to have you here today to give you a quick idea of the Sydney Grace products that I'm wearing today. I have a lip topper in Alice over top of a lip stain. I'm wearing the cream blush in Rosebud, as well as a little bit of Thinking of You over the top of that. And on my eyes, I'm wearing shades from the Little Summer BYOP that I mentioned in my swatches. One thing I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video, I apologize that the swatches are on the back of my arm. You may get a little bit of dry skin, you may see some hair through it all, but I got scratched by my cat a couple days ago, and so I decided to keep the swatches on the fresh skin clean skin on this side of both of my arms. I'd like to know what you think of this video. If you are looking forward to the Christmas in July sale, what your list looks like, please leave me a comment down below or message me or comment me over on Instagram. I would love to see what your thoughts are on the Christmas in July sale, what your thoughts are on Sydney Grace, and thank you so much for being here today.